G'day guys, welcome back to Hello. What the fuck is Kazooie? Oh, and she's doing the little pecking on the back of the head.
He's like, get your ass moving.
That's pretty she. But welcome back to episode 2. This would be Tuesday's episode. After a fantastic first episode, we're back again, loving you all.
Oh, come on.
And I'm just going to keep talking until you chime in with something.
I'm going to chime in with, finally actually getting through the first level after all that filler sort of tutorial bullshit. We can finally get through and get all these music notes and jiggies and all the good shit.
So how much of Banjo Kazooie did you actually play as a kid? Any at all? Did you play any like...
As a kid, no. My first time actually grabbing my hands on Banjo Kazooie was right after it was released on the Xbox store.
Okay.
My old housemate Keenan loved it. He played it played it for hours on end. But I only got through like the first level a couple of times and got a couple of jiggies and stuff like that. But I'd always have something else or something new to play.
Yep.
I think at this time when I actually bought this, I think the original Borderlands came out. So I was like,
Jesus, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
To think of it like that, like how long ago was it since you played? Well, not like me where I played this when it first came out.
Last time I actually had hands on this game was at least 4 or 5 years ago. Okay.
So, what they're sort of just explaining now, so the reason why I asked this is because there's 100 notes, kind of like coins in Mario. You get 100 notes per level to get an extra jiggy.
Mm-hmm.
There's 10 jiggies per level. The best thing about this game was, though, is you don't get kicked out of the game when you get all the jiggies. Get a jiggy. Like Mario, where they sort of get a star and it kicks you out of the level, and you have to jump back in the level. This game doesn't do that to you. You just keep going until you feel like leaving.
Yeah, because in that older Mario and that it'll be saying that you finished an objective, and so it'll throw you out so you can try and go to.
Well, that was it, because in Mario, where they sort of preload the level to what you need. Oh shit! What am I trying to think? Say, Mario 64. You played that?
Yeah, a little bit. I never grew up with a 64 growing up. I always had a PlayStation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Nintendo 64 was what 90.
Oh.
97, 96, 97.
Yeah, 97. It was like a year and a half after the PlayStation got released out in Australia, that was like.
Oh, 64 was before the PlayStation.
Was it?
Yep. You got a phone? Check it out.
Oh, okay. Well.
Hey, we're in this show, mate. We promote going through your phone and checking up shit because 9 times out of 10 we're wrong.
Yeah, well, I put my phone on silent, so.
Oh, well then naturally, actually, probably I don't even think I've done that. But then again, I don't get messages very often.
Oh, well, no,
Shed a fucking tear.
Oh,
that's alright. In I think it was Castlevania last week. I forgot to put my phone on silent, and you hear "do it" in the background. I was like, "Oops."
Whoops.
I'm pretty sure the Nintendo 64 was released in 96 or 97.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure, I know for a fact that the PlayStation came out in 95 because I was 5 years old and I came back from kindergarten. The first thing I was thinking of, let's play Tekken.
Maybe it was earlier than that.
So, Nintendo 64, Australian release. But yeah, I never grew up with a 64. First reason was because of the area of Sydney, we couldn't find one. And second of all, my dad found a PlayStation and he just fell in love with it. And he was like, "Nah, I'm keeping with this and that. No more Master Systems and that. Just I'm gonna play this."
Okay.
Yeah, because that's when he picked up Final Fantasy VII, and that's when everything went downhill. We all know you're...
Oh no, Final Fantasy is such a fantastic game. Fuck off, Diddy. Chimpy hungry, Chinky want orange, now feed Chimpy. Fuck off, fucking little piece of shit monkey.
Don't you have to get like the pick an orange and give it to him or something? Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
Yeah, like I didn't really play too many objective styled platformers other than like Spyro the Dragon. I didn't really play too many objective-based ones until that in like Ratchet and Clank.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, have you played the new Ratchet and Clank?
Yes. Yes, I've beaten it like 2 or 3 times. It's
an shit,
game.
See, I never played Ratchet and Clank. So in saying that, I never really played Ratchet and Clank would be like you saying not playing Banjo Kazooie. It's the same sort of thing.
Yeah, like, we don't all have the money at the same time to, pick up games when they either first came out. The only reason I picked up Ratchet and Clank is because I knew I loved it and I thought the reboot would be great. Which, by the way, get it. It's amazing.
See, yeah, I've heard that. I've also heard rumors that there might be a Jack and Daxter coming out soon.
Yeah, well...
I could be wrong. Again, I see, when I grew up with the Atari 2600, then got the Sega Master System 2, then got Nintendo 60... No, sorry, I didn't have a SNES, but my nan had a SNES, and I was over there every weekend playing the SNES. Then I got Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, then got the Xbox One, then the PS4. And I got a Wii in there somewhere as well, but I rarely played it, and I've got my Wii U, which, again, I rarely play. So, like, I was always a console boy.
Yeah, well, I've always been a console guy myself. The way I grew up was I had a Atari 2600, then I went to a Sega. Then I had the Sega Master System. Then I had what was the one after the Master System?
You had either the Genesis or the Mega Drive. Or you had the Master System 2.
I had the Genesis. I had the Genesis for 2 days. It was my birthday. I picked up. I got the.
Well, the Genesis and the Mega Drive are the same thing. They call it the Genesis in America. We called it the Mega Drive in Australia.
No, it was one after Mega Drive. It was Master System Mega Drive. 2 days after my birthday, I picked up Sonic Spinball, and Sonic and Knuckles.
That's number 2. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3. But 2 days after I had it, we got robbed. I only had it for like 2 days, and it was so sad.
I can imagine it would have been.
It was, and I was just like, after all this time I had my own, and then that went out the window. But other than that, went straight to PlayStation and PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Then my PlayStation 2 broke, and I wanted another one, but my dad couldn't find one when I was living in Swan Hill, so he got me the original Xbox, and ever since then I've been on Xbox and PC.
Okay, so that makes sense. I play my Xbox One a lot more than I play my PlayStation 4. I try to get games for the PlayStation 4, but because a lot of, obviously, my friends play Xbox One, I feel like playing the Xbox One because I want to play either with them or talk to them while I'm playing. I like talking to people while I'm playing video games, except for very story-driven games, I should say, like Uncharted 4, which is, funnily enough, I wanted to play by myself. I didn't want to play with anyone.
Well, does it have a multiplayer for like?
Uncharted has a multiplayer.
Yeah, but it's not a story-driven multiplayer, is it?
No, I don't think so. No. Oh, it's Mumbo Jumbo. Mumbo.
Always liked this guy.
Mumbo Jumbo.
He actually changed you into a different animal?
In this game? Yes.
I think. Well, it was one of them.
I think it's this one. Yes. I can't remember if it's this one he turned you into another.
Well, it looks like you needed another 2 skulls before you find out.
They're in the they're in here somewhere. There's one in here, I'm pretty sure, up above his head. Or not.
Nope.
Or is it behind his chair? Nope.
Nope.
I swear to God there was one in here. Anyway. That might be a different level, I'm thinking. Oh, is it behind here?
Jesus, I forgot to.
Nope.
I forgot to put the.
Oh, there's one of the jiggies. When we were gonna see when the Nintendo 64 was released.
It got released. Units. Where is it?
Should be, if it's on Wiki, it should be just on the
release. Japan. Australia, March 1, 1997.
97.
97.
So the Nintendo 64. I was right, 97. And when was the PlayStation 1? You said 95.
Yeah, 95.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure. Because I was 5 years old, and when I first played the demo level of Crash Bandicoot, I didn't know what the hell happened to me. I thought I was in a magical land.
That's interesting. I didn't realize that. I always thought the Nintendo 64 was released around the same time as the PlayStation 1. But yeah. I must be wrong.
Let's see. PSX. It was released November 15, 1995.
Well, there you go.
The morning.
So
of.
isn't that funny though? Like Nintendo stuck with cartridges,
Yeah, that was the big debate back then because
and Sony went to the CDs.
well, yeah, they were able to put
Was the PlayStation 1 was its own CD, wasn't it? Because that's when Sony had the rights to CDs and DVDs.
yeah, they didn't have a patent, but they were able to use it compared to the original cartridges that Nintendo kept on using, and that it was able to do 3D rendering and that crap. But
yeah, you see that it looks like the Nintendo NX might be going back to cartridges. Did you hear about that?
yeah, well, I sort of heard that in the rumor mill and that.
I don't know how I feel.
Well, here's the thing, the way that, we have USBs and that now, essentially makes cartridges a viable thing for us to use again. Because we can have the smallest hard drives that can hold a lot more than they could back in the day.
Oh, that's a very good point. So what you're saying is, instead of it actually being a cartridge like it is for the Nintendo 64, it would be more like a USB sort of cartridge.
Well, with the DS and that, they basically look like small SD cards and that. But given the right company in that, you are able to make them big enough to hold like a fair amount of space. Well, that's my thought process on it.
No, that's a decent process to think. That's a good.
Because we have like terabyte drives now that are like the size, nearly the same size of a disc now that you're able to put.
Well, I've seen that they've got terabyte fucking USB sticks. They cost a fortune, mind you, and there's no point in getting it if they cost you a fortune when you can just buy a fucking external, and it does the exact same thing. For like a third of the price.
Yeah, but
Get out of the way, bull.
But if a company can actually process them on the cheap and be able to sell them towards a company for good money, it's a win-win.
That is a very good point.
And
well
if Nintendo had done that with the NX, it's a smart strategy, especially if they're able to make it cheaper than the discs that they've been using for the Wii and the Wii U.
Yeah, no, good point. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, and tell us about any time you had some problems with a media or that.
Why not? Bye. Oh, the dry throats.